Okay.
Yes, we can.
Here to stay.
All right, you're there. I'm there. Okay, so YouTube made an announcement today that you can go vertical and horizontal, but it looks like you can only do it through your computer, not on your phone.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
It does not. They should have it so you can do it on your phone. You just do it and it just.
But you can't. What do you mean? Do it on your phone?
Yeah,
the phone.
what do you mean? You shoot it horizontally. You set it horizontally, and it
Yeah, but
crops for vertical like it does on your
sure.
computer,
But
right?
it's not for those people. It's for the people who are on their computer and want to get the other way. You get less views this way, so turning it that way would be better if you're on the computer.
Yes, but I agree.
If you're on the phone, just turn it that way. I mean, that's simple as it is.
Yeah, except I also want to get the views from horizontal because I have such a beautiful podcast set.
This is all I have left of my Green River.
What? Of the old Green River, not the new one.
Yeah, not that new one. Imagine if I just downed that whole new one.
I would be upset.
Signed bottle is just gone within a day.
All right, so I've got to go to YouTube now and check the YouTube. It is live, so I got to make sure the sound's working.
Let's see, how many labeled things do I have in this room? I have a large Scotchy Bourbon Boys Glencairn.
Super Nash just finished sharing. Thank you, Super Nash. Okay.
I have a small Ironfish Glencairn. I have a Knob Creek branded cup.
We are live.
And I have a Knob Creek shirt. I have a small Ironfish Glencairn. Don't.
All right, we got it on we are live on YouTube. It's really kind of cool to set up on YouTube. I think I've gotten it down finally. I don't look like it used to be like from above shooting down at me and whatever, and it was kind of whatever, but over the time, plus having you on the screen in the back, it almost is like, what would you say? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways.
Double.
All right, here we go. Welcome everybody to our YouTube live stream. We monitor comments. Feel free to do a super chat. Whoever does it is the first person to ever do it, and we will be looking for that. And then also let us know where you're from and what you're sipping on. Damn, that was too long.
It was too long.
If you go too long, it doesn't allow you to post this.
Are you using text to talk?
Yep.
I woefully let
us know where you're from and what you're sipping
on. I dread the day that I can talk faster than I can type.
Oh my God. I just
that would take me 2 seconds to type out.
No, that for me on the typing aspect and whatever, just when I'm live. Normally I type it in whatever, but lately at my 60-year-old, I got 60-year-old. I got 60-year-old, like the pads on my thumbs and my fingers, like on the touch aren't. It's like I've noticed a noticeable difference. It's getting irritating on sometimes when I'm missing. I'll be sitting there and I miss. Shut the hell up. You can make fun of me all you want, except I do know how to type and I do know how to text. It's just like I said, it's like for whatever reason I'm like hitting the wrong buttons lately. My fat thumbs.
That's just not being as precise anymore.
No, the feel. I'm just telling you, it actually feels different. Like when I'm pushing, like the top of the pad doesn't.
You're losing feel. You're getting a callus. You're getting callus.
I don't know if it's a callus or it's just whatever. You're just not as. It's not as sensitive as it always was. So it's like I feel like sometimes where the pressure point, it could be the phone I should work on getting the phone touch to set, you know how when you set up the touchpad, it could be that the touchpad's off, but
It could
whatever it
be.
is, what?
I said it could be.
Be-
Also, yeah,
because like I'm pushing in the right place, but it's not sensing it for because you can have that off like that. Anyways,
yes.
is my bookers right there? It should be moved over a little bit.
So
Um,
say, yeah, cheers, Walker, and that sipping on old granddad 114. Who else? Who else?
that's
Eric, some E.H. Taylor small batch. Cheers, cheers.
Yep. And then Vince on YouTube said he got his first bottle of bourbon after watching Bruzel. Oh, that's kind of cool that he's watching Bruzel and he came over to our podcast, the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. I will do a cheers to that, right?
Sure.
So let me quick do before we get starting on the podcast. I'm going to do our sponsors. I just wanted to let everybody know Whiskey Thief Distilling Company in Frankfort, Kentucky, along with Louisville in the New Lou area. We just upped our sponsorship with them. Very excited to have them on for another year. We love Whiskey Thief Distilling Companies, and some people say that you can't have sponsors because then you're not being as objective. But what I'll tell you is that the sponsors that we picked our sponsors because we love their whiskey. It's just kind of like that's why we picked it. So it's really exciting when you find a place that's making great whiskey. Uh, all places make different, and all people's palates are different. So the Scotchy Bourbon Boys here, why we have so many different people on. For instance, we're going to have the Whiskey Doctor on next Tuesday. He's going to be coming on. We're going to be doing one of the whiskeys of the world, and then also we've got Knobs on tonight. We're talking about he has a collection. This wouldn't have been there. Walker's asking, do you have your half bottle of Russell's Reserve still, Knobs?
God, what do I have it? I do. I think you can kind of see it right there. Isn't that? Yeah, that's it right there. It's hard to see.
And
But that is, it's not a half bottle anymore.
right. So, so we're, the podcast tonight, you've got a collection. So this whole podcast does hit home for you. It went a while back, but it does now, right?
I mean, the podcast hit my home and filled it with bourbon.
Yeah, but this is what this is about. This podcast tonight is about how do you revisit your collection, and I find that to be. I did a little bit of research, so that was kind of cool of different ways and different things to do, and so we'll cover that as we keep going on. But I'll get back on to Whiskey Thief Distilling Company. There at the Three Boys Farm in Frankfort is their distillery. It's on a farm. They grow crops. They've got animals. Plus, they've got their pot still. They've got two pot stills on their main pot still and their other pot still, their gin pot still, kind of. And they are brewing bourbons and rye, distilling bourbons and rye all the time. And for the price of admission, you get a tour of the facility, and then they've got 5 barrels set up all day, every day. When one's done, they roll out another. And when you go there, you're going to be able to sample from directly from the barrel proof whiskey. They've got the age. They've got the mash bill out there. They tell you what it is, and then you sample from 5 different barrels. And then if you like one, you can buy a 375 just like I got here, or a 750 milliliter, and you get to fill the bottle yourself. And then they label it, put it on, and send you on your way. So it's a barrel pick all day, every day at Whiskey Thief. Remember, they're just like the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Everything there is uncut and unfiltered straight from the barrel. All right, Middle West Spirits in Columbus, Ohio. Going to be getting down sometime, hopefully in February, to do a podcast. I'm trying to work it out with Ryan. Ryan is such a busy person right now He's running a 72,000 square foot distillery along with his original craft distillery, his service bar restaurant. Things are moving and grooving. I can't wait to get there because the second phase of the distillery on the grounds of the new large distillery is they're starting to work on all the buildings of the restaurants and everything like that in the plans, all moving and going forward along with um they just purchased the Old Elk brand. So contract distilling doing their main brand, the Miquelon, that's their brand, along with their Middle West finished bourbon brand, all on the shelf in 48 states. This one here is the Miquelon straight wheat whiskey. It's cask strength. Look for it on the shelf. It's fantastic. There's nothing else, nothing better. So check out if you're in the Columbus area. You got to stop by and tell them the Scotchy Bourbon Boys sent you. And then also we have one of our favorite sponsors from the beginning. Uh, that is the Spirit of French Lick. You got to stop in. I think Walter was just in French Lick, Indiana, relaxing over the last week and weekend. Got the town is fantastic. There is a large hotel with a casino. They've got hot springs. It's always been known for that, and but they also have the Spirit of French Lick Winery and Distillery. Stop in, tell them the Scotchy Bourbon Boy sent you. My favorite is the William Dalton. I think Knobs would agree. It's a pretty damn good bottle.
I think that's the most bourbon I've ever drank is the William Dalton bottles.
And your nickname
mainly because they're free. You've given me like what, 12?
What's not free for you?
I guess you're right, but that one there's a lot of free ones.
I mean, tonight I brought you on specifically for this part of this thing, a part of this podcast, because even though all the research I did that had nothing to do with the fact that one of the things we're going to be doing is talking about we're talking about what to do with your collection when it gets so much. What do you do with the whiskey as it's aging in the bottle, opened, oxidizing? And you're part of the answer, so we'll talk about that.
You give it away. I'm gonna open a PO box here. You guys can just send your half bottles straight over.
Well, and then also know the William Dalton, the William Dalton wheated bourbon is fantastic from the Spirit of French Lick. You just got to stop in, say hi. They've got so many different brands. This is where Alan Bishop started. His stuff is still aging there and getting better and fantastic. I've got to get there again, pick up a couple bottles of what they did. We got to see Brooklyn at Bourbon on the Banks this year. She is their barrel program manager, and she basically, we got to taste what they were putting out, and what they're putting out is some damn good quality whiskey. So check out the Spirit of French Lick in French Lick, Indiana, and if you see it, it is available in Kentucky and Indiana. Then also,
what is with staying on that though, really quick? What is the other one that you gave me from Spirit of French Lick?
The William Dalton, Lillian Sinclair. Now the Lillian Sinclair is at least the Lee W. Sinclair is their 4-grain high rye bourbon, and the Lillian Sinclair is a 4-grain bourbon with some I believe the wheat and the rye switched around on the mash bill, and based off that, the Lillian was Alan Bishop's project, his pet project. It's the one project he was doing, and there were only 3 barrels at the time, and we were able to obtain one of those. So if you're interested in that one, the Lillian Sinclair is quite spectacular, and I think it's going to be a sought after collector's item at one point, because there just wasn't that much made, and it's pretty good bourbon. And then also Alan Bishop, after he has left Spirit of French Lick, he is now at the Old Homestead Distillery at Pawtucket Lake with his friends, Jolie Kasperzak and now he's training and very excited to train uh, a distiller, assistant distiller with him that he's very happy to be working with. But Alan also, when he was started the YouTube channel One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute, which answers questions about distilling, home distilling, commercial distilling. It answers questions, all the nerdy questions. It answers questions about barrel aging. He answers questions about moonshining. He answers questions about yeast production. Everything. I mean, he started in as a moonshiner and then has really evolved himself into a great master distiller. But also, he has another podcast. If you check out that one, he has another podcast. Is If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. My favorite podcast. It's where he takes the best of the spirits industry and combines it with the spiritual world. And there are some damn good episodes. So check that out on Spotify or wherever you listen on podcasts. So I got that all out of the way. Hey, are we ready?
Walker also said, glad the Green River lasted 6 months. Way to pace yourself. And I will let you know that I'm only pacing myself because there's too much in here. And it is one of my favorites that I got. I believe that was from Walker, right?
Which one?
The Green River? Or no? Was that?
No, I believe that one was me.
You? Okay.
Yeah, I'm the Green River guy.
The original Green River that you got me? This one that I just finished and only had one drink left in it?
Yeah, which one is it? Which one is that? Just a standard green?
Foolproof.
That might have been Walker.
I thought that was Walker, but yeah, that was my favorite of that whole lot. And yeah, I will also say that how many cases of Dalton do you have left?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, enough where the ATF may want to
Anyways,
take a look.
The funny thing is one of the guys I want to say, let's see, Briar on YouTube asked if I was blind. No, I'm not. These are Google Lens Ray-Bans. So,
oh, you look like what's that?
Just
the pianist. Who's the blind?
I'm not. I know what you're. I'm going to say it, but I'm not saying it. It's just that simple.
Why? Why are you saying it?
Because it was Stevie Wonder or the other.
Yes, you look like Stevie.
Ray Charles. Ray Charles was the other one, and I think Ray-Ban probably came from Ray Charles.
Can you just like look up to the left while you do all this?
Like this?
Like yeah, like that. Like because you don't got. It does look like that. Are you streaming on them? Are you doing anything with them?
I can ask them I can ask Meta questions throughout. I did it last time. I do, and she was very helpful.
Well, you look dumb wearing sunglasses in the basement.
I don't care. I enjoy doing it. I think Ray-Bans are cool, so I'm gonna.
You should ask Meta if it thinks you look cool right now.
Hey Meta. Do you think I look cool right now?
No, I do not.
She said in a classic way, Scotchy Bourbon Boy podcasts are strong tonight. I think I asked it to watch. I think it's watching the podcast. I mean, it's crazy. Anyways. We're recording and everything. Are we ready to get going? We covered all the witch calls. Should we get going? Should we get the intro going? All right, everybody. There's going to be a.
I usually do, Eric. Sorry, Erica. Jesus, Eric.
On what?
Don't know why I put an A. He said Knobs kind of has a point. Don't know why I put an A there. Clearly I've had too much.
I haven't had any.
I skipped dinner today, so.
That's even.
It'll just go. I'll be happier. It'll be a more fun podcast.
Okay.
I'm already making fun of how you look, so we're already
fine.
at a good start.
You can screw off. That's all I got to say to that. All right, we're gonna start the recording, and then you'll hear once you hear the theme song. Oh, I did. Oh my god! I bet you I broke it.
Maybe Meta can fix it for you.
Get you out of the way. Get this up. Oh. There it is. All right.
Culture. Let's get started. Drinking bourbon, sipping on some scotch. We get a little wild, but it's sure fun to watch. We love what we do, we're drinking every brew. And we talk some shit, but we're telling the truth. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, raising your hell and making some noise. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, we're here to have fun and we hope you enjoy. We're here to have fun.
Yeah! Woo! Oh, all right. Welcome back to another podcast of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Tiny here tonight, along with, here it comes, Knobs has joined us. Welcome to the podcast, my son.
Thanks for having me.
I could do I could say that I am your father, right?
I hope so.
It's
Never
like,
done a paternity test, so I guess we're not 100% sure. But
I mean, if I'm Darth Vader and you're Luke Skywalker when it comes to bourbon, I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
when it comes to bourbon,
Yeah, I think
no, that's not
you
a
were-
good analogy.
you
I'd
were-
reject all of your bourbon and then convert you to the gin side in the end because Luke refused the dark
Well,
side.
I
He
wouldn't.
wasn't like, sure, Darth, sure, let's blow up some planets. Why not?
I'm gonna seriously. I'm all for becoming the Death Star of building the Death Star of bourbon and converting you actually to the bourbon dark side.
Well, it's probably more like an Iron Man to Spider-Man reference would work over Star Wars.
So I'm Tony Stark.
Yeah, and
you're
if you're nothing without the bourbon, then you never deserve to have it.
it's just like, come on, buddy, you just gotta slow down a little bit.
You just came over, filled my whole cabinet.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait, that does that? The suit does that? Of course it does it. The bourbon tastes like that? That's a $600 bottle? Of course it is.
Yeah, I had to actually, to get you off gin, I had to build you that extra supersonic spider suit, right?
There was some moments I was thinking about where you kept bringing back gin from distilleries.
Yeah.
And that kind of was the precursor.
Yeah, but
switch over.
That wouldn't be me. That was
bringing. Mom.
She was the one, and I don't know. I mean, honestly, when it comes to gin, gin has always been really rough. Gin has made my eyes bleed and my forehead, all the blood vessels in my forehead.
Talking about?
What?
It's not The Exorcist. You're not puking up blood and twisting your head around. It's gin.
No, it was definitely the gin. I have some sort of like allergy to the juniper aspect of it.
Your eyes bled.
Yeah, I actually it was such a
Well, and this is why
violent.
he's blind. This is why he's blind. Everyone. He can no
I
longer
mean,
see
my
out of that
my
bled.
eyes were had two on each eye. There was a bloody, like a little red spot for like a month, and then also all the blood vessels in my forehead exploded.
That sounds like you tasted some gin and went "Ugh," and tensed all your forehead muscles and eyes. until
No,
they
no,
popped.
I had it, and I
Gin is
it was
alcohol
so.
is not able to make you bleed from the eyes. and
Yes,
your
but
blood.
the force of it coming back up was nothing like I ever had in my whole
You
life.
mean your
It made me
the
so it made
after.
me so sick. It felt like there was
You're
poison.
talking about puking afterwards.
Hey, I'm not saying the words, but that was when I was a kid.
Okay.
That was when I was a kid.
Yeah,
That's
remember,
not now.
Remember,
There's no
you
now.
remember? Do you remember your comically large bottle of white rum going missing my senior year of high school?
Like that would be Malibu, and that
No, wasn't Malibu. It was Bacardi.
that would then it would be clear rum, not white rum.
Okay, it's on the bottle. It says white rum. It
Right,
said
it's-
clear rum.
So you
I'm not
probably did
saying
the
that it was-
Bacardi lemon or limon, and I was cool with that because it's just it's a little
Well,
bit.
it was like what, a gallon?
I love. I love rum, so yes, of course I knew what you did.
I know. I remember being at Jacob's drinking it and seeing the little line at the top that you drew, being like, "Well, that means nothing if I'd never returned the bottle."
Anyways. All right. So, anyways, www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. T-shirts, Glencairns. I actually have one right here. And bourbon balls. Order off the website. I'll get an email and I'll send it out to you. And then also check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, along with TikTok. I think I'm turning TikTok over to you. That ought to be interesting. But also on iHeart, Apple, and Spotify, or anywhere else that you watch or listen, we're probably there. Make sure that you leave good feedback. Become a member. Anybody on YouTube, I'm looking for a super chat. It would be great to get a super chat. Never had a super chat. I'm challenging somebody for a super chat. All right?
Please give me money.
Please, I want a super chat.
Please send me money.
I don't just want money. I want to see one. I see
Yes,
all
I
these
know.
other people, these Packer podcasters and super chats are like rolling by. Come on, I'll read it right online, and you'll be the first ever.
I will say that a lot of those super chats in really big communities, I feel like sometimes they're so a waste of money. Because I watch streams where they're like $315, saying
What?
this thing, and they don't even look at it. They don't even. I'm not talking about the top people. They don't even look at it.
What? I mean, the most I've ever seen is a $10 one. $5 is usually what it is. I'm not talking about.
I think my top one has been 20K is the top one I've seen on.
Oh, you've seen, not gotten.
No, not gotten.
Anybody
I'm
wants
just
to drop
watching
20K on a super chat for me? Hey, I'll spend it back into the Scotchy Bourbon
You can
Boys.
even dispute the card after. We're okay with it. You could dispute the charge. We just want to see it.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, but also remember, there's Patreon. Our Patreon program is quite spectacular. There's a couple of things in there. I mean, I believe one of them is you get a painting of my book. You get a copy of my printed my Booker's painting. I mean, there's some really kind of cool things.
You get a print of the Booker's painting.
Right. Yeah. So, anyways,
print.
Yes. And there's not a lot of them. I think there's only at the moment 3 prints of that, and one is in.
Is it a signed print?
Well, I would of course sign it.
Well, then you got to lead with that. It's a signed print. That's a big. Anyone could make a print, but a signed print.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, I think we got it. $1.99. Eric the. Oh my God! I gotta now. Look at this. I gotta put my actual glasses on.
Yeah, he is blind, by the way. He cannot see.
Eric the Great, $1.99. All right, thank you. I'm gonna heart it and I'm gonna like it.
What does
And
it say?
Z4Z.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Eric. I actually someone
gotta-
can do super chat.
We're gonna print that out and put it on the wall like our first dollar we made.
Yeah, I should.
You know, like the
'cause-
business's first
no,
dollar.
like when I got the congrats for the best of 24 from from Canton. It's like I was the best podcast from 2024 in Canton, Ohio. The Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Now, I got that in the mail. I'm like, I didn't apply for that. They just sent it for me. So thank you so much
No,
for the super chat.
Eric did not. That's not Z4Z. That he just sent you $1.99 with no message.
Oh, that is
I pulled up YouTube. That's just a.
his thing.
That's just his name.
He just
He said he just sent you $2 with a. Here's $2.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That's like special. I mean, it's probably more special than if someone did do a 20K, right? It was the first.
It's a special, no, regardless.
Oh my God. I don't know what it is tonight, but my eyes are
Eric
effed.
Bowler? Is it Bo? Am I saying that right? Bowler?
Eric the Great? How do you know that?
Eric, he just said it was that tiny. That was me, Eric Bowler.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
making sure that's the pronunciation is correct.
Yep, that would be.
I already called him Erica tonight. I don't want to fuck up his last name too.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, Eric Bowler. He's from Wisconsin. And follows us. So yes, thank you, Eric. Greatly appreciated. And now I even know who it is. It's not some random person.
That's what we need next. I'd subscribe to a cheese
From now on,
podcast.
every podcast that I do and Eric's on, I'm going to refer to him as my first ever super chat, the first ever super chat guy on YouTube.
I'm pretty sure you can like give them special privileges on YouTube too.
From the super chats?
No, just like selected members. Like this is an approved member or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's memberships. You can do it all. It's all there.
My friends and I are plagued by typos, but Randy's gonna send you something, Knobs. Is what Walker just said. Okay, well
He's gonna send
eagerly awaiting.
He's gonna send you gin.
I would love to. Here's the thing. I will comment on the gin thing. Is that what I really like about bourbon? There's a couple bourbons that I'm not. Maybe we'll talk about this later. Of why I'm more prone to hangovers with them, because I don't change anything up when I drink. Like I drink the same way every time, and I'm not like,
So
doing
you
anything
think
different.
you're more prone for a hangover with bourbon than gin?
No, that's what I'm saying is that I know if I drink gin, I'm gonna have a hangover. I know that. It's a fact.
Right.
I will somehow, but I have had mornings with bourbon where I wake up and I feel completely fine. To the point where it's actually scary because I'm like, I don't remember going up the stairs to bed last night, but I'm completely fine in the morning.
Well, do you know why?
I mean, I do know the antioxidant part, the things, how much it's filtered. Like, it's
the barrel.
You see it all the time. Yeah, it's the barrel. But what is it? It's the Baker's 7 that I have.
Mm-hmm.
That I have gotten a hangover badly every time.
Okay.
If I have one drink.
So once again, you're like your mother. All right. You have to understand.
Tell me about it.
It's made with grain. Okay. So rye, which that is the Baker's has a higher rye mash bill, can cause you to have the hangover because of the fact that it's made with rye. Rye she does not tolerate rye at all.
So I'm looking for like wheated or
just most of the bourbons are high corn. Bourbon is corn. So 72,
corn.
78. But let's just say there's only 72 corn and 24 rye, but some of them are like 63 corn and 34 rye. So there's more rye in it in some of them.
Yes. Well, I'm just so yeah, the one that has consistently, which is why I haven't touched it. I love the taste though. The Baker's Seven's delicious. I will say, I'm being like Roxy, being similar to Roxy, is that Cave Hill is delicious. Is scary delicious.
Yeah, Cave Hill. I love Cave Hill because I think
Because
no, but
well, it's a 94 though. It's a
yeah,
94,
but
it's not like a
Cave
120.
Hill, when you smell it, it smells like a rick house, like when you're where they age whiskey. It's what it smells like, and to me, Cave Hill is what bourbon is like what bourbon is supposed to taste like. Then there's bourbons that are sweeter, and there's bourbons that have more leather, and there's bourbons that have this. But it's
what
almost
is-
like Cave Hill is like the benchmark of where everything starts and goes. It's like that's right there to me.
Yes.
That one.
What would you call the smell of a rick house? Like how is it described? Because
When you walk it, well, you've been
I
to
know
Iron
exactly.
Fishes.
I know. I've been to multiple now with you. I've been to the Wisconsin one and the Iron Fish one, and I think have I been to one more? Did we go to one? Did we go to one or two in Wisconsin?
I believe just one. We went to
Okay.
the J. Henry that day.
I think I'm thinking that there's like two rick houses at.
Well, I think you've been in Gervasi.
Oh, that's from okay, yeah, Gervasi's, yes. So what my question though is like, I know exactly how that smells. I can think of that smell. It's a great, delicious smell, like woody, but it's almost like creamy wood, if that makes sense. And I want to know how the you and other people who are more experienced in bourbon describe that smell.
Yeah,
Because
the
we can make a
whiskey.
candle out of it, so like clearly they know
I
exactly
describe
what
it how whiskey. That smell is what I think whiskey should taste and smell like. I mean, it's the when you walk into that rick house, you get the aspect of the barrel and the wood and everything, and a little bit of the funkiness of the atmosphere. But then you also that whiskey in those barrels and that
Well,
coming out.
it's almost like it's like the angel cut, it's all that evaporated
Yeah, well, that's
whiskey
exactly
in
what
the
it
air.
is. It's the stuff that's in the air. I mean, it's in barrels, but it's all permeated through and out, and that smell in there is fantastic. Plus, when you have 45,000 barrels in one rick house, some of them are seeping and leaking, and you know what I mean. There's a little bit of leakage on some of them, and whatever, and you just whatever that smell is, it's so. I just every single time I go back to Kentucky. It's just like I'm home. It's like the smell of home to me almost. So, yeah.
You need to give me like another 5 years, and I will be coming to Kentucky every time with you. 5 6 years.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You'll have to be pushing
when
me.
the kid when the
You're gonna
kids are
push
in
me around
school.
in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll have cup holders.
So, anyways, today, our podcast is based off of you've built the collection of bourbon. Now what? And some,
Drink.
Knobs has a collection. I have a huge collection here, and I just want to, when you get into this and you start analyzing, every year I kind of do inventory.
A huge collection is an understatement. If you had a fire at that house, it'd look like a gas leak.
Anyways,
The
we're
way
not
the
having
way
a
the whole
fire
thing
at the
would
house, okay?
explode.
All right.
It would. You have enough bourbon in there to power a U.S. warship across the Atlantic.
All right. So the first thing is we're going to do a quick check-in with everybody and monitor the comments. Everybody on YouTube and Facebook will monitor this. But how many open bottles does everyone have right now? Estimate what do you think? How many bottles do you have, Knobs? Are there?
I don't have to estimate. My collection is small enough I could turn around and count. Are you talking about total bottles or open?
Open. The amount of open bottles you have right now.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mark.
10 open bottles. 11, 12, 13, 14, hold on, 15, 16, 17 unopened, or 17 total. We'll be pouring
So-
some doubles with ice.
That's what anybody,
That's how
but let us know. Okay, so you got 17. I've got 1,035 bottles, and of them, I'm gonna say 910. Let's just 915 of them are open. So this is a problem.
That's a good problem to have.
Now, what's the oldest open bottle on the shelf? Now, everybody, who's so
Well,
Matt
let's
says
see.
he has 180 plus opened.
And Thomas Anderson says 300 open with many more to crack.
Right. And then people are just asking us to make them drinks on YouTube.
Make me a Belgian martini. What is a Belgian martini?
I have no idea.
What do you? Is that like a Belgian waffle?
I hope it's just a martini made with whiskey.
Yeah.
So my oldest open bottle on the shelf, but that I obtained personally from a liquor store, Eric says he has 270-ish bottles with only 20 open.
Only 20? So that's a man who likes to drink a bottle before opening the next.
Yeah.
20 open with 270?
Yeah. That's a lot, and I would open at least another 20 tonight and just let them sit, because when you open a bottle and then you let them sit for a bit, it's spectacular. The bottle becomes better. But all right, and then the oldest open bottle I have that I purchased myself is I had actually I remember starting to purchase all these bottles when I first started, but I have an Antique 107 that is about 3/4 of the way done, and I purchased that in 2018. So that bottle has been on my shelf since 2018. Plus, I have a bottle of Ezra Brooks.
What is that?
What?
I was gonna say, what does that do to a bottle to leave it open for, at this point, almost?
Well,
a decade?
we'll cover that. We'll cover that as we go. So, but I will say, John Ritz says he has 300 and 280 are open, which is, I'm proud of you, John. That's a really good thing. Then, it's meant to be drank, right? So, then my oldest open bottle that's just I've gotten is Super Nash has given me one from his mom's Jim Beam collection, and I believe that's from the 1972 decanter, and that is open. I did have a Booker's from the 80s open, but it's not. And then I have another Booker's that's from, I believe, the late 90s, and that one's not open. So there you go.
So whiskey has to be made in Kentucky, right? Like it to
Nope.
be
No.
or
No.
like or sorry,
United States.
Wrong question. Sorry, wrong. Sorry. I misspoke. Started in Kentucky, like the first brewer. No, it wasn't even started there.
No. It started on when the Pilgrims came across. They brought a still.
So it's back to it goes all the way back to what, England?
Yeah, of
Like
course.
what is the
Scotch is 1400, I believe. It might even be 1800 years old.
I'm trying to think, what is the current oldest bottle? Do we have this is from?
Well, I was talking to one guy, and his family has been aging barrels in a cave in California, and he has verified whiskey that he's trying to bring to the market that was from the late 1800s, like 1888, 18. Now, there are bottles that our friend at Brad Bonds at Revival Vintage Spirits where he sells older bottles, and I've tasted Scotch from 1912. I've seen the original batch of Old Taylor. Uh, he had a bunch of bottles of that, and that was from the early 1900s. So early 1900s, like 1908, 1909. That's what now. But they were making Frontier whiskey.
Frontier whiskey, yeah.
I mean, where they were, but they didn't start bottling until the late 1800s. Old Forester's the first one to start to bottle. It used to be sold in barrels, and then the bar would buy the barrel and keep filling the same bottle up that they would put on the shelf.
Yeah, tap, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering because this year is what 250 of America.
250 years, yeah.
Is a 1776 bottle.
I mean, George Washington had his distillery. He had a distillery. I mean, before he was president, he was distilling.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could go visit. It's called Mount Huron. Maybe it's in Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C.
I imagine one of the 13. Oh wait, here's John with the oldest whiskey in the world is believed to be a bottle of Glenavon Special Liqueur Whiskey, which is distilled in Scotland in 1736. This bottle was discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Scotland in 1987. It is believed to be the oldest bottle of whiskey ever discovered. Now that will be one to taste.
Yes. So
aged at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, okay.
In a ship.
Here, let's try this. Hey, Meta, what is the oldest bottle of bourbon recorded as of now? Okay, hey Meta. What is the oldest bottle of bourbon on record that exists at this moment?
Well, that's a lie.
Could you hear it?
Yeah, either you or John is lying right now, or Meta or John, and I'm going on John's not lying.
It sold for $137,000
okay, so
in 2021, and it was from 1763 is the oldest bottle of bourbon.
But this one says it's 1736.
Yeah, but that's not bourbon. That's whiskey. That was whiskey in Scotland. That was Scotch. So this is a 1763 to 1803 bottle. That's when it was called Old what? Dingleberg.
I wonder is it drank?
Hey Meta, what was the name of that bourbon again?
That's a great question. Yeah, that's why I effing asked it. Guys, tell me in chat, did this make him super annoying after getting these glasses?
Okay, 1763 to 1803, Old Ingleberg. But I'm just asking you a question. Can you actually hear her talking?
If I shut up, yes, I can hear her.
Oh my God. I did not know that you could hear it. I'm not aware of anybody hearing what's happening because I'm usually having.
So that also means that everyone on the podcast can also hear if I shut up.
Right, and they could hear. All right, so there you go. All right, so did anybody else on YouTube come across what they're doing?
No one on YouTube.
I can't imagine.
But
Thomas is talking.
Young YouTuber asked for a shot of Merlot, and that's disgusting.
Okay, all right. So we're out of this. We've talked about the oldest that we've had. Why bottles get forgotten? Okay, because first off is when you're building your collection, you're chasing the next release or allocated bottle. So you're always getting the newest stuff, especially on the podcast. We are always getting the newest stuff. So there's so many of the bottles that are open that have just 1 ounce missing. in my collection. That's why I'm at like 910 bottles open, because they have to be open because I have to taste them and put them on the podcast. But
do you do
honestly, I've only done 543 podcasts. So no, I've got another 500 that I did open and drink and not podcast about, or it was a different batch. A lot of batches like Elijah Craig. I probably have 22 Elijah Craig barrel proofs because they come out with 3 a year. The same thing with the Bookers. They come out with 4 to 5 a year. You're always buying the next batch. Then there's bottle fatigue. Too many open at once. And I definitely suffer from this because there are days it's suffer because I'll come down. All I want is one pour. And you would think I could easily come up with a pour of what I'm going to drink.
Well,
but
problem
no.
Problem solved.
It feels like 3 bottles are down here, and then I got to choose from those 3.
You got those glasses now. Problem solved. Hey, Meta, what bourbon should I drink tonight? Take a picture.
Should I say I'm looking at which one should I choose?
No, you shouldn't. Because you know who's never tasted a single ounce of bourbon in their life?
Meta.
The robot in your eyes.
All right. So the other thing is that seasonal pours, summer and winter bourbons. So there are some that are super great for those cold nights, and then there's other ones that are great for drinking during the summertime, making mixed drinks. And then there's the bottles open for a single occasion or guest, like the special bottles that you're only going to drink a little bit out of. And then out of sight, out of mind shelving, meaning that my locker in the back where you used to live, where I have shelves of bourbon back there now, they're not in those are not they're not in the view. So that's why. So the question is having too many open bottles a good problem or a real issue?
Well, did someone make one of those? I know you have a couple barrel shelves, but I feel like they need to put like a lazy Susan in the middle, so you can just spin. And wherever it stops you.
Super Nash has one of those when he podcasts. He's got a Scotchy Bourbon Boy barrelhead Lazy Susan. It's pretty funny.
Or you know what you could do? Take those Scotchy Bourbon Boy poker chips, write a bottle name on each of them, fill a big bucket, and just dip your hand in and pull one out. Whichever one you get is what you drink that night.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Eric is saying there's an app called Only Drams, which is already suspicious, that has a randomizer to pick what bottle after typing all yours in.
That sounds fun. I have an app where I put for the first 2 years, I put all the bourbons in their tasting notes, and then I was getting too much and it just became overwhelming. So that didn't happen. All right, so we've got that. I mean, is it a good problem or a real issue? I don't know. I think for me, I think at one point, it depends on what day. it's like if it's a good problem one day and a real issue another. It's like I actually have gone thinking I want to pour and gone upstairs after like not being able to decide with nothing. So that's when it's an issue.
That would be an issue. Yeah, I have an issue that no, I know it's a real app, Eric, but I have an issue that I don't think I get many bottles unopened. I think like
no, you don't. You're not getting unopened bottles.
Oh yeah, I never tasted.
The only wait. Isn't it how you get unopened bottles? Is you go to the store with me?
Yeah, and you then.
Isn't that how that happened? What was the unopened? You got it.
Well, the Cave Hill.
Yeah, we bought the Cave Hill. Yeah, and I bought in Knob Creek for you. So, yeah. All right. So
or the Ironfish Club too. I get them.
So this whole podcast is based off of revisiting the open bottles. That's what it is. Um, why revisiting matters, because there's a bunch of different reasons. One, I learned early on in the first 6 months of doing this podcast that bottles that have been opened, a lot of times after six months after you can find something that was really hot to you, and all of a sudden you reopen it and it's a caramel bomb. So there's a lot of things, and one of the things is that everybody's palate as you start evolves. So as you keep going, your palate evolves. So I found that my palate always evolved with different flavors. At one point, initially my favorite, the thing that I started discovering first was caramel. And then I started tasting the vanilla and the caramel. And then at one point I was tasting cherry. And then I started, everybody, this is documented well on the podcast. There was a whole 4 or 5 months where I was picking up chocolate. So when you finally discover those flavors, because there's so many different flavors within, then there's the end part of it is when you start picking out the leathers, and you start picking out the wood, the flavor of the wood and the char, and then also tobacco. Those flavors are so close to chocolate that there's a dark chocolate. Sometimes you get a milk dud, which is like a milk chocolate caramel flavor. But when you're talking about those leathers and those tobaccos, which aren't my favorite flavors, don't you know, but I do think like the Cave Hill has a balance of the leather and the tobacco perfectly, along with the caramels and the vanillas. It's
Well, I
like
mean,
that's
it's the
what.
same thing with everything and with tasting is that the other thing is what coffee is the same way. The more
Plus,
you drink coffee, the more you actually taste it.
plus,
If everyone at first is
at one point you're chasing bottles that you know are good, and then when you get to taste them for the first time, there's nothing better than the first time you taste it, you've done it, and then after a while you've had that pour you chase. Let's just say it's EH Barraputh or Pappy Van Winkle 15 year, and you've once you've had it 4 or 5 times, you had it, and you're always on to the next and the new. So there's that aspect of it. Now,
I don't have that aspect yet. I
no,
don't have that. I
no,
have the I found a bottle I like. Now I must I must stick to this bottle until it is gone, or I can get more of it.
yeah. I mean, there's certain ones that I stuck to, but I can't stick to it anymore because I'm just tasting so many different ones. But the other thing is why are you revisiting? Because oxidation, when it helps versus when it hurts. Now, most bottles I haven't gotten to. I've only had one bottle. It was a Weller Special Reserve. It's a green bottle that got cloudy on me, and but everything I've had when I started the collection from 2018, even if it's opened, there's the oxidation. Now, I will tell you,
What
if
what
your
is
bottle gets
cloudiness?
too low, okay, when you go below a quarter of a bottle, you have to concentrate on finishing that bottle. That's one of the keys to this. If it's too low, what'll happen with that quarter of a bottle, you're going to lose some of it to evaporation. I mean, there's nobody here, and my bottle levels on some of them, I'm like, how did that bottle level go down? There's nobody here drinking from that bottle. Mom's not a secret, Roxy's not a secret hit every bourbon bottle in my collection. Um, Alcoholic, she does. So where is it going? Well, it has to go with a certain amount of evaporation. So you want to store it in a cool, dry place. There's no doubt about it. Down here in my basement with the dehumidifier in there, it's like a perfect place. Sunlight can hurt it. Heat doesn't hurt whiskey unless it's in low evaporation aspect. People try and say it. It's like, are you kidding me? It's being aged in bourbon barrels to get to where it is. So why would it hurt it once it's in the bottle? You know what I mean? It's like, that just doesn't. Now sunlight, they say, can, but that's once the bottle's open, and you just don't want to leave it sit in direct sunlight all the time. You know what I mean? Then How long is too long for an open bottle? What does everybody think? Like I said, I haven't gotten there yet. I wish I have.
I mean, I guess until it goes cloudy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's too long when it's gone cloudy. But I mean,
What
Supernash has
is
bottles from 74, 72. We've opened bottles up, and there's no. It's if it's stored right and not open, there is no such thing as too long.
well, can you reseal a bottle technically? Or once it's open, is it just that's it?
The thing that affects it is the oxidation of the air. So when whether I mean they do sell the thing that they sell for wine where it vacuum seals, it sucks the air out. So if you get one of those apparatuses and it'll suck the air out and then you pop the cork in, I mean honestly that would be the best way to go
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
bottles. So then it says low fill bottles versus high fill. We just covered that. 25%, if it's under 25, it's you got to finish the bottle. Can't let stuff sit at because it's going to like I said, you're going to lose a lot of evaporation and it's going to change to the point where it's going to change especially if you have a great bottle. You know,
I think half my collection is under 25%. I think that's how you just hand them to me.
you're such a
I know.
All right. Okay. So what you can also do is do side by compare when you're revisiting. Compare the newer bottle that you have to an older bottle to see what the difference is in tasting, the differences in the batches, whatever. That's one thing too. And then keep tasting notes on revisiting you tag your bottles that you revisit. You kind of put a little marker on it and then keep tasting notes on it each time that you revisit it to see how it changes between your palate and the oxidation and everything as it goes. That's kind of funny. So, what was the bottle that surprised you the most when you came back to it? That's a question for everybody um, out there. Mine was larceny. That was the biggest surprise. That's when I realized, and I went to Greg Schneider, and he talked about oxidation and whatnot, and how it does change. And mostly, I find that higher end bottles, they when they oxidize, they don't change as much as like a larceny. I had larceny barrel proof. I tasted it. It was a cinnamon, and it was hot. Even oh my gosh. So the name is oh I almost had it. Come on, I know I could get it. Lou Bryson, the writer. I've taught. He's written books on whiskey, and he right before COVID he was going to come here and do a tasting with the Scotchy Bourbon Boys when he was going to Chicago and for his book, and it all got canceled. But Lou Bryson told me that he thought that brought the heat, and he didn't think it was super, but he was right. It was a really, what would you say, hot bottle when you drank it. And I let that sit for 6 months, and I then revisited it when I was doing my updates on all my bottles in my app, and it was so good and caramely, it was ridiculous. And larceny is a weeded bourbon. So weeded bourbons, I'm telling you, weeded bourbons, what they do is they are the Ed Bly, he taught us about this, is that they're a subtler wheat than rye. So they get mixed up and everything. And when you open it up, you got to give it like a week in the bottle before you even drink it in the first place. And we've done that, and he's completely right. Weeded has to settle down, and it's just a more finer grain. But when you do that, it gets better. And like I said, the larceny barrel proof after 6 months, that was the big surprise for me. Did anybody else have one of those? Did Walker have one? Booker's 2304 Storyteller batch. It was hot for months, then it got more mellow, but still had some spice. What about Walker, you and Randy with the Maker's Mark weeded the farms Oh my gosh, why am I having a problem? It's Star Hill Farm weeded bourbon. What about that one? How's that? That did the same thing. Blay. No, it's Bly.
What did so you're telling me that potentially the Cuddy Sark could taste different one day?
Yes.
If I leave it open enough, it won't taste like piss and cigarettes?
Well, it doesn't taste like piss, but cigarettes, I give you that. Yes, it actually could taste a little bit different as it oxidizes. Now, my dad's oxidizes, then you'd be drinking it like my dad. I think he had the same bottle for like 6 years.
Yeah, so when I'm 40, it'll taste like cherries and chocolate?
No, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. All right. So, did we get anybody on there that surprised them?
Just Walker
Okay, YouTube is kind of,
died off, yeah.
as far as comments, still got an okay
That's
amount
fine.
of people watching. All right, so when you have your collection, you have to, we're talking about storage best practices for open bottles. The ideal storage condition, upright, cool, dark, and consistent temperatures. That's good.
Why upright? Why not on its
Because
side?
it's not like wine. The cork, you don't want it. You can keep the cork out of it. You want to keep it upright. And then cork health and evaporation issues. When to consider decantering and smaller glass bottles, splitting to preserve. So, yeah, if you get it out of it into a decanter, that helps. Everybody should have a decanter. One of the things I find is if I decanter something, that's like puts a time clock on it for me. I'm gonna drink that and finish that decanter off, consistently hit that decanter because. Oh, thanks about Eric. Yeah, it's been a long day. I did throw in the on. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I've been throwing out like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, I am boring. I admit.
You're kind of reading right now, and I'm like, oh god, what are we drinking on this drinking podcast?
Then what not to do? Put it in sunlight exposure and laying bottles on their side. There you go. Reducing inventory.
Did Meta
No.
write this for you?
No, reducing inventory. This is me writing. I've learned from Meta how to do an outline.
So it took you like at least a week to type this all out, right? Or
3.
voice it
I wrote this at Thanksgiving.
Oh, it took you that long?
It did.
We're in January
I
now.
know. Okay, reducing inventory, practical and fun ways. All right,
Butt chugging.
International drinking. So, kill a bottle night. Think about this. So you have nights where you just kill the bottle.
Kill a bottle.
Yeah.
You mean
Drink responsibly.
drinking night? You mean drinking night? That's called drinking night. You usually just drink. That's just what everyone does.
Okay, but these are things to focus on keeping your collection.
When you think you can't have another one, but there's a little bit in the bottom, it's kill the bottle night. You gotta do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Monthly bottle focus or rotation.
Tips to keep the pores stable and not spill it everywhere when on kill the bottle night.
Kill the bottle. Oh my god. I like kill the bottle night. Monthly bottle focus or rotation. You just keep rotating and focus monthly on a bottle. And then there's always the soft rule of finishing before opening another bottle. So that is impossible for me. I would never at 890. I suppose I could just keep
You want to taste that new bottle? Finish it right now. Down the rest of it.
Finish before opening another and combined with kill a bottle night.
Kill a bottle night. See how many bottles you can taste in one night. My record's 2.
All right. And so the other way to do it, and this is the way I've come up with, okay? So sharing and social pouring. So that's the key to moving some of the whiskey. And so that's why the Scotchy Bourbon Boys are going to have 2 tastings this year. One's going to be
Too
the
much
Scotchy, but
Sorry.
one Scotchy Bourbon Boys Crystal Glencairn tasting will happen in November again. But probably in June, there's going to be the Scotchy Bourbon Boys members tasting event, where I think that if you're a member, then we've got a couple that we started with. By then, I should have this going pretty well. But that'll be another tasting. But then there's bottle share night. I've gone to a bunch of bottle shares with Matt and CT, and we've gone and met. It's a great way to meet other people who love bourbon. And then there's
Well, here's one. It's called, what does it say? This says Knobs Night. You invite Knobs over and he just kills the bottles for you?
well, I think we're getting close for the kid to come over with you, and then that will be a night. That's
Knobs
for sure.
Night. Go over to Knobs' house and bring a bottle. It will not leave with you.
Blind tastings with friends, and then taking bottles to events or charity tastings. You bring bottles with you. You become, hey, Jurge, he's coming to your town. I'll be known as Jurge, the whiskey bottle sharer.
As what?
Jurge.
What do you call? I'm not gay. You're gay.
Hey, Jurge.
You're gay? You're
Jurge. There was a thing. If any, this is beyond you because it's comedy when before you were born. But John Candy played on Second City Jurge, and he was like a Russian or Bavarian kind of guy, dressed in the big puffy shirt with the black vest and the hat, and he was Jurge, and he was coming to your town. So I'm going to be that version.
Knobs coming to your town.
We're coming to your town. Hey, Jurge, he's coming to your town. It was a song they would sing, and they'd all dance in the street. It was pretty. Anyways,
but bottle sharing nights do sound pretty good. Matt agrees.
Yeah, Matt's he's gotten me into that one. But the one that I probably agree with is trading and gifting. Trade bottles you don't reach for. And then like to get bottles you want, but then maybe you over trade. Like you've got a lot of whiskey and you want that one bottle, so you give up 4 bottles for the one, and that'll get your collection down a little bit, right?
My collection is open for that anytime.
Now, gifting open bottles of bourbon to friends, I've found my friends that don't care if the bottle's opened or not. So they usually come down, taste a little bit, and leave with a case. Then passing along bottles that don't fit your palate anymore. Same thing if it's opened or whatever, okay. So this is the one I thought was unbelievable and like something that I didn't always letting go the hype. So admitting when a bottle just isn't for you, shelf trophies versus drinkers, and allocated doesn't always mean favorite. So a lot of times you have a bottle that you work for, it's not your favorite, but it sits there on the shelf. So that's another reason to let other people try it. You know what I mean? If it wasn't the best that you had. So the other thing is everybody that I know runs into shelf space problems, and this is your shelf space strategy. 1 in, 1 out rule. Creating a revisit shelf, like an actual shelf that you're going to revisit the bottles, or if you revisit a bottle, then put it on that shelf that it's been revisited so you can keep, so that way you can maybe get that bottle down. Raking the bottles by daily drinkers, special occasions, and long-term hold. Visual organization to encourage use. There we go.
The next one, buy another shelf.
I'm buying a new shelf soon.
Buying a shelf.
A bigger one, like all the way to the ceiling.
Well, I found this one on the side of the road.
Yes, you did.
That's just a miracle. Someone clearly, shrank their collection.
All right, so this one revisited a previous open bottle, Booker's 2023-03 Kentucky Tea. And that's what we're about to do right now. I mean, we got to do this. We got to get to this. And then...
Yeah, we do. I'm about to jump out of my seat waiting to do this.
So this one is Kentucky Tea 2023. We're going to revisit it. And then we're going to do a barrel bottle breakdown. And then I don't think that Meta will find where I did the original barrel. I looked, but that I did not have success. If anybody else wants to look to see what we gave this way back when this would have been a barrel bash. Not a barrel bottle breakdown.
Well,
but the great thing about Booker's is that it comes with this little card. And the card just has a description of why they named it what it was. Everything, the proof, the thing, and then where it's from. So you have this on your Booker's, this little card. You always have it with every bottle that you have. So you're not gonna you're gonna know why it was special or whatever. It's got the notes already. So the Booker's is a great revisit bottle. There's no doubt. Now the reason why we have this, me and Knobs, why he has a bottle and I have a bottle, is because with Booker's, they release in batches. And I thought that the third batch of 2023 had been released when I went to the distillery. And when I got home, I realized I had picked up the third batch of 2022. And I had 2 bottles now. But it took me till I started the podcast on 2023-03 and realized that I had the 2022-02, so I had already opened up both bottles. So we are about to revisit Kentucky Tea. Can you read that card or no?
I can read it. You can't? Can't type? Can't read? What are you good for anymore?
Drinking. Remember, everybody, drink responsibly. So,
I can read the batch story.
I don't need the story. Just tell me what the proof, how old it is.
It is a 126.5 proof.
Okay.
So that's one of my. I think that's the highest in my collection.
Well, the thing about Booker's is it's unfiltered. It just goes straight into the bottle. It's the original barrel strength that was designed to taste exactly like what the distiller tasted. And initially, when he did it, he thought everybody would water it down. Nobody thought everybody was going to be drinking barrel strength. And when Booker did it, he's like, then you can make it the proof that you want to make it by adding the water or ice that you want to add.
What is the ratio for? I mean, because you just lower the proof, you can lower it. But if you want to get to a certain proof, is there a method to that or no?
Not really. So.
This one also is 7 years, 4 months, and 14 days.
And it's been in the bottle and open since 2022. So we are talking 3.5 years.
It's now a 10-year-old.
Since it's been distilled, yes.
Yes, but it's been, it's only 3 years.
All right. So let's do the old Louisville barrel bottle breakdown. I know, and we were 2022 03.
Yes, we're 2 months away from it being 4 years.
No, 03 comes out in September, October. It's the batch. The first batch comes out in like February or March. The second batch comes out in June or July. And then this year's Booker's 04 came out December of 2025, but it didn't release till this week at my store.
Is 03 just the bottling date?
No, 03 is the batch.
It's the batch. That's where I got mixed up. I thought it was 22 March.
All right, so the old Louisville Whiskey Company in Louisville, Kentucky. Amin down there, great experience. You got to check him out. Look him up, give him a call, stop by, tell him the Scotchy Bourbon Boys sent you. He's got no bourbon that he releases that's younger than 7 years. And he does a fantastic job with barrel management and purchasing and everything. And you got to try Old Louisville Whiskey Company if you have not. Fantastic whiskey. They are going to be in their new Shively plant location soon. I look forward to that. All right. So the Old Louisville Whiskey Company barrel bottle breakdown scale is based off of 4 categories. Two of the categories, the nose and the body, you could give up to 4 bangs on the barrel. And the other 2 categories is taste and finish. And you could give up to 5 bangs on the barrel. But if there's one category that you feel is exceptional, you can give it an extra butt up for a total of 19 out of 18 for the perfect bourbon. So here we go, everybody. And Randy Ford said that he is um, drinking. I believe he's got it. He's drinking along with us, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's just drinking Booker's. Anyways, here we go. So what do you think of the nose?
I think I don't need to shave my nose hairs. I think it's hard to get a flavor or anything out over the intensity.
So when you got it in a Glen, okay? So the key to get flavors out when the ethanol's strong is go off the top of the glass, not the bottom, like the bottom ring that you normally go off of, but go off the top, and you'll usually pick out more flavors there if it's a high ethanol. I just kind of spin it.
I get a vanilla for sure.
I get a vanilla caramel.
I'm not getting the caramel. I'm getting a sweet, but not a caramelized sweet.
I'll give you a vanilla frosting.
It's like a vanilla frosting. It's almost vanilla bean too. It's a little floral like the vanilla beans.
Right there. Total vanilla. Like right where I have it. I'm trying. My dominant nostril is the opposite. It's a right one today.
I have no dominant nostril. My nose is stuffy because of the changes in the weather.
All right. So then the body, most Bookers, you can't go wrong with the body. I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm going to let her.
Yeah, the legs on that is just syrup.
It sticks so.
Aggressively.
It just doesn't want to run. And then all of a sudden, the legs just appear. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, I use my air rater to get a good smell. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can do the. Do you want me to do the nose? I gotta get my tiny gong out.
Get the tiny gong.
Its glory. I'll give the nose a 3. It's a good nose. So we got
Um, I'm gonna. I disagree just a little because when I like, for instance, I just find the right. There's that right. I could just smell that all day, and usually that's what. And I'm gonna give it a 4. All right. So body wise, that's exceptional. It's exceptional legs in the glass, and it's exceptional body. It's insane. I mean, honestly, hits cheeks, top of your roof of your mouth, tip of your tongue, under your tongue, everywhere. And then it doesn't overly aggressively kill the back of your throat and then gives you a really nice hug, right? Right down there. It's you're gonna give it a 4. I was because it's so delicious. What is going on? All right. I think that this body actually I mean I don't remember this Kentucky tea. I know I didn't give this, but it's a 4 body with a butt up. I'm not the bourbon Nazi. Yeah, you can do that. No, I uh no no butt ups for you late. No bourbon for you. No. No, I had they call it there's a thing called rare character, and those are barrel strength um, bourbons of high quality, expensive, but they came out with what's called exceptional character. And I got to taste it. The first bottle that they came out was 160 proof. I had it at the Hotel with Maul Ramos because Maul is a fantastic bourbon steward and bourbon executive at the Trail Hotel. And the 160 proof was sip like the littlest. It lasted me a good hour and a half to drink the 1 ounce, and it was hot, but it was delicious. But I was doing like this. Watch. That's barrel. That warmth. I agree. All right. So tell them you need to add a half point. Matt, you cannot, that rule. All right.
So we're on to the taste. So the vanilla, it tastes like a vanilla cherry Coke. There's a ton of cherry that just hits. Like almost this one does no longer, I mean, this does not have the classic Booker's taste profile. It's definitely where the nose had a lot of ethanol, the taste is it's drinkable and there's not a lot of ethanol on the actual palate. Do you agree? You think there's a lot of ethanol on your palate? I can play around with this. That's supposed to happen. All right. So what are you going to give it for taste? All right, I got to do this again.
It's a good taste. I think it's a little too hot for me, honestly. For like, I wouldn't sip this. I wouldn't pour it and sip it and to enjoy myself. This would be like, for me. This is blackout juice.
What are you talking about? This has to be sipped. Take a half a pour of that. Take a half a pour of that after we're finished and go sit out by your pellet stove and just relax.
If I can make it there after half pour after this.
So the taste goes up to a 5. You could give it up to a 5. What are you going to give it there, Knobs?
I can taste it. I'm gonna ignore some of the ethanol burn immediately. I'm going to, for the sake, because it is really good. It is very tasty. I feel like again, proofing it down a bit more would make it more enjoyable for me personally. But I think I'm gonna give it a 4. If my palate was more refined. Stop what you're doing right now, because you're not in control anymore.
I am.
When Knobs in the house.
Give it your tingle dingles. Tiny gongs. I like. It's like you ring those tingleberries. Okay.
It's Knobs' Tiny Gong. 4 of them. Yes, and Walker, I am gonna give a little ice in it eventually.
I got some water here. I might drop a little water in, but the vanilla cherry Coke flavor is fantastic. Um, it's I've tasted a lot of Bookers. This is high up there, but it's not to get to that 5 and whatever. I think there's a lot of flavor, but I want my thing is brown sugar and caramel and vanilla. So you do the cherry. I agree. I'm going to concur with you with the 4.
I would go as far as say that vanilla frosting flavor is very unique. I haven't tasted. I tasted vanilla. That sweetness behind it. I know you're getting caramel. I don't get the caramel.
No, I don't get the caramel. I get cherry.
See,
I get vanilla, and then I get that flavor of the what you call it, and then I pick up this cherry flavor.
That's why I got the vanilla bean, because I think that cherry is, for me, I'm picking up a floral, which aren't vanilla beans flowers? Aren't they the little thing with flowers you pick them off?
No, they're a damn bean. That's why they call it vanilla bean. Vanilla is a bean like coffee. Yeah. All right. Hey, Meta. Is vanilla grown as a bean like coffee? It's a pod. She said it's like a bean. A bean pod?
It is the little proboscis of the flower, like saffron. So the middle part of the flower grows out in a pod, and you then distill that in vodka for several months, and you get vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. Is the middle straight? That's why vanilla is so expensive, like saffron. It's just the middle of the flower.
I believe vanilla extract is actually distilled. The vodka aspect of what you're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, is like a makeshift thing that you do. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's distilled or not. I do know that that's how
Okay, wait.
is to buy
Hey,
vanilla beans.
hey, Meta. To make vanilla extract, do they distill the vanilla pod? A solvent, ethanol or glycerin. Yeah, it's vodka is ethanol. Yep. It's like that's really cool. It's like Walker. I am sorry because with the meta, with meta, I can actually ask meta, so you don't. Well, I suppose I still will ask you specific questions to go because Walker was always my guy who go search it out, but he probably had to then miss part of the podcast, so now he can be on the podcast full out. Well, Meta's right about specific things.
Yes, I know. But yeah, I mean, yeah,
I can't ask Meta about the food the food groups anymore because it's all been changed, and I don't think she's got the update on that one.
well, what is it? They just said you can have some alcohol for breakfast, so bourbon lovers.
No, he did not say have. He said as far as consumption of alcohol in small whatever that he said, but we're not saying you can have it for breakfast. He said no.
Then he clarified on Twitter that brunch is not breakfast.
That's awesome.
Because people were like, so I can't have a mimosa? And he was like, guys, brunch is not breakfast.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right. Finish. I'll go first for finish because finish is your most difficult categories. Okay. So this finish is long. I mean, I think when the podcast's over and if I stop drinking completely right now, when I go up, I'll still be tasting some of this. The finish is because the body's so strong. I really think the finish just goes on forever. And it's vanilla. It's vanilla. There's a and vanilla and cherry, a little bit of the cherry and a little bit of the oak, but nothing. It's sweet. It's a sweet finish. So it's kind of like the finish is like Cave Hill finish, really long, like what you expect bourbon to taste like, but it's just a little bit sweeter than it's got the vanilla in there. And honestly, this is what I look for in a finish. So I will give this finish, for me, a 5. This revisit. There's no way we initially on the nose. You gave it a 3. Did I give it a 4 or a 3? Yeah, because I found the little sweet spot. 4, 5, 4, 5. So I gave it an 18. Mhm. Uh, Me? My favorite category is absolutely taste. My second favorite is body. My my least favorite? My least favorite is nose. The reason why I've tasted bourbons that the nose was fantastic or shit, and then the taste was either shit or fantastic. Like they were off, okay? So for me, I drink you drink it and what it smells like, it's nice, but it's not important. Because if it smells good and tastes bad, I'm not going to buy it again. If it smells bad and tastes good, I will buy it again. I But at the same time, why? Why would you okay, so let's just say you have this fantastic. No, I get it. No, I understand what you're saying, and I would say that when I okay, you do. So think of it this way. So going forward, if you're somebody of go ahead. If you're somebody of wealth, no, you're not letting me talk, but if you if you're somebody of wealth, 'cause you've got two in there so far, um, and you buy a bottle that's very expensive, and then you drink it, and it finishes. You love what it tastes like, and then you taste it past. Finish is very important. Yeah, in my journey, there's definitely, I would say, mm, gin has just nasty finish. I mean, I taste a Christmas tree when I'm puking 3 hours later. So, I mean, a tum number. Okay, that's a tum number. It's the first time I've heard that one. Wait, Jesus. Yeah, back off. What the hell? You trying to get me in trouble? I know. Wait. Said every driver ever pulled over for a DUI. Let me walk a straight line. Scott. Anyways, okay. So what's your total? 14. My total was 18. That puts it a 16 of 18.
Can I give it a 15? Because I want to go back and give the nose a book. Can I give one? I got it. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay. So you want to give a half just to be a dick?
I want to give a full one.
15 out of 8. 15 out of 18. Sure, that's fine. Give that little butt up.
I feel wrong. A 14 out of 18 doesn't feel right for how the experience I had.
Okay. Butt up. There you go. Anyways, so that it means that we gave it a 16 and a half out of 18. So there you go. That is our Old Louisville barrel bottle breakdown for tonight of the revisited bottle. What?
Just adding hype. I'm trying to hype you up.
Kentucky tea. Bookers. No, I didn't know. I thought you were like, never mind. I have no idea. There was some Indian shit going on or whatever. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of water now. So if you add water and it's 126 and you like do 50-50, that drops it down to 63. So you'd want to put a quarter and keep it like 90. Just ratios. Anyways, so here's the questions. Everybody out there, what bottle what bottle have you regretted opening? I mean, you opened it and,
Drinking too much of it.
or regret opening it because it's a good bottle but you opened it. Is there anybody that's got that where they regretted opening a bottle? All right. We'll wait for that.
And I'm willing to take all regrets. I'll bear those burdens for you guys.
Matt Lizen's like, I love it when it ends in a half.
This is why I added the gut butt, because it's for you, Matt. I added it for you.
Adding the water on this one made it oakier.
It's a lot oakier. I was going to talk about that. I thought at first it was my ice cube.
So Randy, why do you regret opening the Double Eagle Very Rare? All right. I appreciated it too. We got to taste that. That was something I mean, and then Matt Lizen said he regretted opening his Malort. Screw. Oh my God, Malort. No, it's Malort. Malort is distilled spirit that's well known in frickin' Chicago that tastes. At first, it has like a little bit of a sweet taste, and then it tastes like vomit, and it's so horrible. So he regrets opening the Malort because it tastes so bad.
I tell a funny anecdote about Morlord.
Malort.
My first experience probably to this world was with Malort, not drinking it, but the YouTubers I watched as a kid did challenges where if you failed, your punishment was a shot of Malort. As the punishment for failing.
That is a punishment. I swear to God, it is.
Is it worse?
So no, it's horrible. I had it. Oh God, way worse. Oh my God, it's way worse. It's a very uncomfortable experience, honestly. And I had it first. We all drank it when I was moonshining with Alan Bishop. He had a whole group of people. It was documented at the Alan Bishop experience, but someone brought Malort, so we all tasted it. It was horrible. And so then I was at Kentucky Bourbon Festival, not this year, but the year before. And uh, let's see. Let me come on. Oh my God. How can I have this? No, it is not. It's like the name thing at this is just getting ridiculous. It's he's been a part of the podcast forever. Oh God, I can't believe that I'm having this. Well, there goes the story. Screw that. I'm done. Martin Duffy. There it is. Martin Duffy, the Glencairn glass specialist. He's the North American Glencairn glass um, representative that sells these Glencairns to us. He's been on the podcast. He knows Scotch and Irish whiskey. He lives in Chicago. I met him early on, but we were at Kentucky Bourbon Festival 2 years ago, and he made me do a shot of Malort with him right there at Mr. Tubbs at the bar, across the bar. I tried to get out of it. Like, I'm like, no, no, no. All of a sudden, there's a shot there. And I told him I would only do it if he did it. So we both did it, and we both were uncomfortable. So there you go. That's the Malort story.
It's my first drink, or not my first drink. My first drink was at a bar in Kent, Ohio. It was a bullet. It was bullet old fashioned, I believe. Is that right? Does that sound right?
A bullet old fashioned? Yes.
Yes. At one of the bars. But then the next bar I went to, do you know what a Grecian urn is?
No.
It is the free shot the bar gives you, and it is some sort of like it's some sort of clear, either I think it's clear tequila, some I don't remember what the brand was, and then you put they drop in Kahlua, and it curdles as it drops in, and then you take that, and then it's a little light up tray. You take that. It was the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. It tasted like cigarette and cement.
Not as bad as the Cutty Shark, huh?
I actually think it's worse than the Cutty Shark.
What? Okay, cigarettes and milk opposed to urine and cigarette.
No. I would gladly take urine over milk any day. And
That's
in a drink, because all beer tastes like piss, and I love that. So it's fine, but no, it actively like curdled my stomach,
okay.
and it ruined the night because I was having a great night, and then they were like, clearly the bartenders in the college town were like, oh yeah, here's the shot for you.
All right.
My first drink was the bullet.
Okay. So we've got Walker said he regretted not opening a larceny barrel proof, which burst when the air conditioning in his truck went out and he lost half of the bottle. Still trying to think of what I've given away because I didn't like it. And then Eric Bowler says Jack Daniel's Sinatra Century. Is Sinatra Century different than just Sinatra? Because he said for the Century, I'd have to mortgage my house to buy another one. Uh, yeah, I thought the same thing, Matt. A cement mixer. Oh, so the drink you had, Matt, and Eric are saying it's called a cement mixer.
It probably could. I mean, I'll just Google
All right. So the bottle you regret not opening sooner. Like you should have opened it right away. I'll give you that bottle right off the bat. It was Old Forester Statesman. No, that one and the Old Forester Statesman. That one, I wish we had that, and it was just pure banana. And then the other bottle was we did a Luca Mariano barrel pick and that was our first ever Scotchy Bourbon Boys barrel pick that we were on. And Super Nash was there. I was there. Randy Prassy was there. Macaulay Minton was there. I mean, it was just a great time. It was raining and everything, but we did that barrel pick, and the Justins from Justin's House of Bourbon weren't happy with what was going on as far as the politics that was going on at the time with the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. And that bottle I picked up, and I did not open it. And Xavier, who used to be on this podcast, opened his bottle, and it tasted like French toast. It was 10 times better than what happened at that pick, and it was so good. And then I believe I still have a little bit left of that pick. And so we're talking about revisiting things, right? Let's see.
Isn't it? 2020. What's that? What is it? It's Yellowstone. There it is. There's a Luca. Nope, that's a different Luca Mariano. I wonder. So what are you doing right now?
Sorry, I'm asking my AI if it can tell me.
Hey Meta. Hey Meta, what is a Grecian urn?
It's tequila and Irish cream, and that's it. Other places call it an Irish cactus.
There you go. Okay.
And it sucks.
All right. So then,
It's terrible.
so the bottle you regret not opening sooner. Open bottle you're committing to finish next. So what's your next open bottle that you're going to finish?
Whichever one I grab.
And then the last thing is before we wrap up is the worst shelf space offender.
What, my 750? No, not 750. What is it? A liter and a half? Not
Why is that an offender? It's not a bad offender. I mean, it's something that the shelf space. No, the offender would be it. There's no, that's a good thing, but at the same time, there's no, you don't like, oh, then it really is a shelf space offender.
I just like it because it's a big bottle of knob.
There you go. What is my worst? I would say mine worst shelf space offender is Willet Pot Still. It's a beautiful bottle. It looks like a pot. Have you ever seen it?
No,
I will show it to you. I used to be attached to microphones and speakers, but I'm not no more. So I can just go over here and grab it. This takes up space on everybody's bar.
Also, to comment on Eric, Irish cream and lime juice would probably taste delicious, but it was specifically tequila, and the Irish cream curdled in the tequila, so it had no good flavors. It was a shot determined to hurt the you want your free birthday drink because you just turned 21 in a college town. Well, here's this absolutely disgusting. Look up Irish cactus is what it's called.
So he said, did you read about what he said? The cement mixer? Yeah.
Curdles and lumpy. Again, it was curdled and lumpy too, but it didn't taste sweet at all. There was no sweetness. It was ashtray, which is why I know it was tequila. But they don't tell you. And then you wanna know what? You wanna know the story of my second shot was? My second free shot?
What was your second free shot?
How vulgar am I letting it be on this? If it's a name of a shot you get.
You can, whatever. We're into this over an hour. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
It was a blowjob
That's even gross. Jordan says he's having Woodford with his barbecued ribs. So there you go. But okay. So yeah, so we're not going to spend time on now. Yeah, Eric says it's Irish cream and lime juice to make the texture taste curdled. Yeah. So what do we? Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I do too. That's what he said. Perfectly. Yep. And thanks to Eric for that first ever super chat. I feel special now. Um, also, so to wrap up, what do we take away from this? Okay, first, drink what you love. That's always that's always. It doesn't matter what other people think. If you love it, drink it. Share more, hoard less. Try not to hoard. Because that's what it is. The bottle kill day once, yeah. Revisit before you replace. So that's where we're going now. Our next episode is going to be with Whiskey Doctor. You're more than welcome to join us on that one, Knobs. It's next Tuesday. And that one we'll be drinking. I'm looking for what Randy should be able to anything. Were you almost anything. um, so we will be drinking a whiskey of the world. I believe I'm looking for the sample they talked about, but there's 3 samples that I know I have, but I'm hoping to be able to find the one sample. But we'll have info on that. We'll taste it. It will be something other than bourbon or American whiskey with the Whiskey Doctor. And then remember, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out. www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Make sure that you listen to us on or watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Also, we are on Apple, iHeart, Spotify, and any other podcast formats. But whether you listen to us or watch us, make sure that you become a member. Leave good feedback. Those Apple and iHeart 5-star reviews work out great. Make sure you go there, do that for us. And then also, you can follow us and join Patreon. The Patreon helps us out a lot, and there's a lot of good things on Patreon. But remember, good bourbon equals good times with good friends and family. And I stress family today. Remember, drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and live your life uncut and unfiltered. And we are going to, oh, it's not the library. All right, we are out. Why isn't it playing? Play.
Life goes on, but the choice is yours. How you play it out when you walk through that door. One bottle, one drink, one pour. whiskey on the rocks and leaves. Bourbon Scotch or a good old rye. Japanese Irish, yeah, will tell you why. So wherever you're sipping, near or far, tune in with us from your home or your car. One bottle, one drink, one pour. That's the podcast you've been looking for. Yeah.
All right, there we go. I am just saving it. Hold on. I'll revisit.
We have a comment on YouTube from Casey Blizzard. Can you tickle me with that beard?
It's just like,
And then immediately after that, we have a MAGA USA, let's fucking go, commented.
I like that. Let's
I like
fucking
the-
go.
I like the dichotomy of tickle me with your beard.
And let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yep, that's a good one. All right, so now I gotta give it up. I'm not going. Man, that was a long one.
It was a good one. I mean, you could just talk less. That'd also make it shorter.
Okay, it's a podcast.
I'm fucking with you. I'm
It's
just
like you're
fucking with you.
supposed to
Calm down.
stop.
You're gonna. I'm rage baiting
Did
you.
you
It's
like?
working.
Did you like the
Stop.
outline?
I don't remember the outline. What was the outline?
You were what? I'm just telling you. Did you like the setup that I was organized and had like talking points?
No, it sucked ass.
Shut up.
What do you want me to say? It's your podcast, of course. I will say, I'm pretty sure my yawn counters was at 9 at the beginning because every time I tried to talk, you were just like, "Shut the fuck up, Seth. I'm reading from my script." Like, goddamn, let me say a couple of them for God's sakes. But no, it just was like, "What's
So
your
should I
favorite
send?
bottle?"
So the next time, should I send you the outline so we can switch
Yeah,
back
and
and
then
forth?
I'll just.
That's
say,
a great
"What's your
idea.
favorite bottle?"
That's
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know you're new to that. Great ideas, but
well, I never thought of that. Someone else would have the outline.
I'm sorry. You got me. I didn't eat dinner. I'm drunk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I've never had an outline except for the last 4 or 5 podcasts where it's like always,
Clearly, I could tell all the other podcasts.
you could tell the difference between this one.
Going like this. You're going. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just,
That's the difference. The difference is like, oh shit. Sorry, my meta glasses don't work. Hold on. Let me put on my.
no, I like it when I drop them lower to look over the top of them. So it says that
What's your favorite bottle, guys?
Shut up! I do
Do
not.
you have what is your favorite? Do you have a bottle you regret opening? Do you have a bottle you guys regret opening?
Oh no!
Yeah, they're all asking to open up the Zoom.
I lost the.
Look, of course you did. You're not wearing any glasses right now. Of course you lost it. It's 1,000 miles away compared to you.
Just so you know, I used.
Hey Meta, open up my Zoom podcast meeting.
That would be cool.
It would be cool, but it just doesn't work like that. It's just you have ChatGPT in your face now. It's actually lame. You're actually lame.
ChatGPT is not in my face because I don't have the projection screen. I have to ask it the question.
Oh, it's not. It's not the
It's
projection
just-
screen.
no,
It's not
no,
the AR. Oh,
no.
oh, I thought it was AR. I thought you were like
No, I'm just wearing
Tony.
the sunglasses because I've never had a pair of Ray-Bans and I think they're cool as fuck, and so I'm wearing them. Hey, Walker.
It's Walker.
Walker,
Hey, guys.
you do realize the speed of you getting on is a record.
Yeah, because I opened up my Zoom app before the link was posted.
You know
That's
what's up.
the-
You know what's up.
If you open up your app before the link comes out, you can do it fast.
All right, I'm gonna do it, guys. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna revisit this bottle of tonight so tonight to be on the everybody on this, on the Zoom meeting opened up for everybody. Everybody has to revisit some bottles.
I'm gonna revisit the cave
I
hill I
will.
opened the other day.
I'm going to do something while y'all are doing that, though. We talked about the shelf space offender. So here's some ones that some people might consider to be that compared to each other. So if you were to try these on your shelf, so here on the right-hand side on the top is a 13th Colony, which is the same glass as a birthday bourbon. That one is the largest. Tiny, that Willet pot still is probably equivalent but taller. So it's probably in that realm. Then next to that, you've got an empty Blanton's right here, which is really close, but it's probably still not nearly as big as that birthday bourbon / 13th Colony.
Yeah, except it's
Next
the
up.
offender. To offend, not only does it have to take up the space, but it's got to be bad bourbon.
See, that's hard. I would keep it around if you could get out.
How was that? I had that video for you a while ago. How was that? That golden eagle with its own display case and light up bourbon that you had on the bourbon.
That's what Randy was.
Yeah.
That's what he said. What
was that? An offender?
No, it wasn't an offender. It's the one that he regrets opening the most.
Oh, okay. I mean, because that does probably take up a lot of space, though, in any shelf.
When you have it with the display case, cheers, Matt.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Ice real fast. I'm listening though.
Oh my God, it's lemony. I don't know why it's lemony. That is bizarre, Walker.
Every time I hook this up, it gets bigger and bigger. Every time I hook this up, I swear the picture gets wider. My hands don't even reach the end.
The way that
Weird.
works is you got to get your dryer closer.
Well, it's at a bar stool now. I moved it in front of the TV so it looked like I'm looking at y'all when I'm talking.
Well,
Yeah.
who was ripping on me for not doing that tonight? That's why I wear the sunglasses so you can't tell where I'm looking.
Yeah.
I thought that's because you had LASIK surgery.
Yeah, suck it.
I had something similar. Something similar to LASIK. It's a different technique. They, instead of putting in a new lens, they reshape the cornea. So I've had surgery.
I've had that surgery.
Randy's coming.
I've had that surgery. It's different than anything else because it's on my one eye.
I had something different than cataract surgery. We're graced by the presence of Randy Ford still in work attire.
Dude, you're looking fancy today, Randy.
I had to go meet with the board of dentistry today.
Good for you.
So the mail, this is what,
Was it a mouth dropping experience?
shut the fuck up, no. This is what came in the mail today. This is the Cowboy 25,
Yeah, I saw that.
146 proof.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I picked this up today at National Barrel Company. Very
Was
nice.
that before or after you put your tie on?
It was after. This came in the mail today. I picked this one up on the way home.
Oh, beautiful. I'm
It's
glad.
pretty good. This was my DFL bottle.
Okay.
I told you about that one, Walker. You guys
Yeah.
know what a DFL bottle is?
Well,
I
it's
don't.
not what I think it is, so.
It is what you think it is. It's when you're in a duck race, and you come in dead fucking last, you get the worst bottle up there. There's 100 people in and 17 people win, 17 plus number 100 win.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, don't
the
fucking
port
laugh,
finish,
but I would've
the
been
port finish one was a last place finish, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then this is the other thing that I got in that race.
Birthday bourbon.
24.
Yeah.
24.
Oh, that's why 24.
Yep.
The worst birthday
Yeah.
bourbon on the history of the planet.
Well, some
It's
people
still
like
it's a
It's
birthday
still a
bourbon.
birthday.
I mean,
Still a
yeah.
birthday.
I mean, we
So I
But I've got
got the birthday, the Weller 12, and the port, all three in that race.
But for those of you still listening, I've got bottles of this Old Forester single barrel that beat that 24. So that if you're looking at it and someone offers it to you, get it if you want it. Get one of these if you can.
yeah, but the Willet Pot Still, this rivals that birthday bourbon.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with
Just
you there,
don't,
Sonny.
just don't get Kentucky 10.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, this sitting, I don't know what happened, but this sitting tastes nothing like what I remember it. It doesn't. It's. This has
Is your
sat.
internet dying,
Why?
Dan?
What are you saying?
You're very blurry, like and frozen.
It does that every time he goes on after this, and there's four
okay.
of us on the screen.
Okay, I'm like, I just can't see you, and I was like, that's weird. Like Walker looks 4K, and you're,
Hold
you know,
on.
144p.
I'll unhide myself.
Well, I'm gonna get off here in a minute because my battery on my laptop almost died or will die because somebody talks so damn long.
That's
2 hours and 15 minutes.
no, it wasn't that long, but sure.
Yeah,
I blame the glasses.
10:45 now. You started at 8:30.
It wasn't like this before the glasses.
I love my friends.
Hey,
I
sometimes
want to get you this one so we can talk.
sometimes I have to do it for all the people out there.
Yeah.
We got to make
Well,
sacrifices,
yeah.
Randy. We got to make
We'll do that
sacrifices.
Tuesday, Randy.
We
Sometimes.
could have shaved 40 minutes off if you could read.
There's a point.
It's not if I could
Not
read,
really,
it's
it's
if I could see. It's about seeing, not reading.
Then move the screen closer, goddammit, or boost your text size.
I did do both,
Take the glasses off.
but the darkness of the Ray-Bans affects me.
Yeah,
Right,
the sunglasses at night in your basement impair your reading? Who would have fucking thought?
Exactly, Knobs.
There we go. I have that.
She said, it's not working. It's not working. She realized she had polarizing sunglasses on.
Well, if I look at this screen, I can see it, but if I turn here, the sunglasses, it just looks like a blank screen.
Well, you know, that's those things they make to put on the screen to keep people from reading.
There you go.
Why don't you just get the contacts instead of having the glasses on and you don't look like a crazy person?
Matt, I look cool. I don't care what you say. These glasses are Ray-Bans. I've always wanted a pair. Y'all have to live with it. But I could barely read, that's for sure. I thought the meta. Did we lose John tonight?
The meta's good
John's battery didn't die. He definitely just it got too late, and he's got to teach tomorrow. Yeah, and yeah, get the glasses. Get the glasses, Randy. It'll grade them and drink up. The glasses might not. I'm gonna wear them. You mean like that guy that? Did you see the guy that did the videos on the daycare centers in in Minnesota? He was wearing these. It's right up there. I got the real ones. Although I could tell you that when these I'm getting to the point where I'll probably need glasses, and I can get those the dual ones. The dual ones. I'm gonna get a prescription, and they could put the lenses in this pair. So that's what I'm doing. No, I'd get the ones that change. They're sunglasses and regular. None of us have that problem, Randy. No, I don't. You're talking about the disgusting mouth. I've always respected dentists because there's just no way. I don't even like my mouth, let alone other people's mouths. I mean, I had to pick a woman that had a decent mouth. Neither. Neither. The Cowboys too expensive. That what? Wait, how do you have last year's car? Was last year's Cowboy $289? Do you want me to get you another one? Because I can. I can walk over to Giant Eagle right now. It's sitting on the shelf. This year's Cowboy release. It's there. I think it's. He said, "Well, all right. You want to know, so I'll tell you." I don't have to ask because Rick told me what it was. All right, but I do have to see. Oh God, here it is. Oh, one more. There it is. There, Steve wasn't with us tonight either. All right. Who? That's 249. Yeah. Because they like to miss. They like to like lose money. I'm gonna tell you guys, when you come up here, you have to taste this bottle. This has a lemony. It picked up a lemony, fresh flavor that was not there. It like had a nutty kind of neutral blah flavor. It was still I don't mind it, but I actually like this bottle after sitting for it had to sit for like 3 years. No, I swear to God. What? Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch this. Here we go. All right. Out. No. We might not be. If I can't find the Levant sample, we're doing one of the original three. I got till Sunday to figure it out. How did you not bring your three? That is, hey, Randy, that is not an excuse in the bourbon world because I've been busy for the last 6 years. How you told me you were going to do something I don't have? He did not give me a bottle of nothing. He gave me maybe a sample of this little bitty sample. He did not give me a bottle of it. He did not give me a bottle of Levant. I didn't lose the bottle. Did not lose the bottle. He gave me a sample. I know what the if it's okay, so you drink Levant and I'll drink Pappy Van Winkle 12 year. That's cool. It sure as hell won't.
It won't be nearly that good.
Yeah, it'll be 15-year-old Pappy will be nearly that good.
I think you said 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I did say 12 because I don't have 15. I wish I had it.
I'm not.
What good is whiskey when what good is whiskey that you don't got? You you didn't show it to me. I was gone. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I did. No, just so you know, honestly, mixing that Booker's with I feel like I have a mix. I have whiskey with lemon juice. That is crazy. Why is everything upside down?
I can't answer that.
Where is your that guy? Is that guy married?
No, he got a divorce. He got a divorce and he stays in his girlfriend's house.
And so this is his house? That is hilarious because I could tell with what you just did, there is no women involved. Because if there was a woman involved, you would be there. You would be dead.
No, he survived a long time with a lot of boxes, brother. I just want to say, I think you're getting the level of engagement that you might get with Super Nash, i.e., y'all been shit on me for at least the last 10 minutes.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Maybe.
Not to do it.
You're gonna open the phone and finish.
Why? Stop! Stop the. Oh.
He already likes it. This is not
The cast strength was so good, and then the port. He can have my Isaac Bowman. You should have told me you like that. There you go, Randy. That's your next bottle.
confused the other day, but I did actually get it right. That Montgomery that I repossessed from you was my first bottle of it. I had killed another bottle in pizza.
The Montgomery
That's been
Maker's Mark. Yeah, the cast strength. That's what you should open. That's good. That's real whiskey. Why get something that's okay, so you're gonna drink the port finished and you're not gonna drink the cast strength like heaven? What the shit? Am I? Uh, 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 no, it's not. No, it's not totally frozen. I can see it moving on Facebook. It goes like this. Yeah. Is
On, and you guys aren't. It's working.
I mean, technically it's working, but
Well, we're glad.
No.
We're glad that it works when you're on and we're not.
I look at my screen and it's working just fine.
why does this only do this when you go on Zoom?
No, when I take everybody in and it's 4 people,
Yeah.
yeah, the Zoom is absorbing in much more. We're using way more bandwidth.
Yep.
I was saying, why did mine look so clear? Very so
Oh,
clear,
that's
and then yours just not clear.
Because his basement is different than yours, Matt. I don't know what to tell you
No,
about that.
Matt, mine's generating all the. It's. This is where it's generating from. It's taking all of everybody's else and putting it out. So mine's suffering.
Right. That's a good point.
But realistically, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I should just like freeze this.
If you can stay like that for 45 minutes, yeah, I don't think I'd bother.
I don't.
What is that stuff that's drooping up under your? You and I are too old to show that much skin.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect. That's perfect.
can
I'm
just
looking
have
on
Rocky-
Facebook and it's just frozen. There you go.
Yeah.
No, it's actually
Johnny-
working. What?
You can have Roxy take that as a picture, and you can just make it your background.
That's true.
You can do what Carl does.
Let's go.
Let's see if it does better if I stop recording. All right.
Good night, Facebook. Good night, YouTube.
No. I'm gonna
If
stop.
you leave those on, it's not going to record.
I'm stop
Oh, okay.
recording.
president next year.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Stop recording. All right, stop
Recording stopped.
All right, now let's see
Thank
if did that make a difference? Because now the
No,
computer
you're
doesn't.
still, you're more frozen to me.
Now you're super stuck.
Yeah.
Now you put a glass up to your face. Just slammed it down on the counter.
See what we can do here.
Then, Tiny, this is you. Watch me.
I
Oh,
can
you
see
can't
it
see
on Facebook. I see it.
Wow,
Did you
okay.
get the message?
I saw that.
What was the message?
He loves me. He loves me with all the fingers he's got, or at least one of them.
That wasn't to you, Randy. That was just to everyone.
Wow.
He was licking off your front finish.
So he loves everybody.
Yes, I do.
Right.
We're all number one in his book.
How about that? We'll just do that. Just peace.
Yeah, that's not the
So-
pizza that most people know.
I don't see it unless he's frozen.
So Jeff, what do you think would be a good job for me in the OHLQ world?
You know, I would tell you, you know where you should go besides OHLQ? Middle West.
Was that
Go to Middle West.
Middle West?
I'm telling
They
you.
have a taster lady. I know her.
Of course they have a taster lady,
Here's
but
the
they're
one I should have had tonight, guys.
John's coming. I think. Yeah. Hey, John.
Hey, John, did you get your phone charged?
No, I had to wake up from my nap.
Okay. I
Oh,
thought
good for
your
you.
phone was good.
are you napping because you're so stressed?
I'm napping because I just
Get up at 5 a.m. John, you missed all the cool stuff I showed.
You finally zipped up your pants?
No, look.
Trying all on.
You're a smart ass and look up. Got that one?
What is that in
That's the pork finish.
oh sweet dude.
And I got this one.
Old Forester
Birthday.
oh look at that.
Birthday,
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
And I got this one.
See, you're wearing a tie and you get all that shit.
Right?
Well, I
What's
also
the matter with you?
I also went and testified before the Board of Dentistry today,
You told me that.
and it went very well, I think.
So Matt, plug your ears.
What?
John,
Stick your fingers in your ears.
What?
so what's gonna happen on Saturday?
Packers win because Bears defense can't stop shit. There you go.
So this one
Is that Saturday?
Saturday
Not
night.
Sunday?
Saturday night on Prime. You got Prime, right?
Yeah, I'll be at
You
Brian's
fine?
house. We'll be barbecuing and drinking and
And I'll be texting you.
you know what? I might have to FaceTime you, Jeff. That'll be fun.
But seriously, I think
What was that?
it's a 45-55. I think Packers, if they play the way they can beat them.
Oh, there's no
but
doubt, dude.
but you know football. All it takes is just one wrong bounce.
Well, yeah, ask Dobbs on that onside kick, right? Like he just
That
he didn't feel it.
onside kick, you watch that, and Dobbs acts like that fucking